Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class we will discuss about constructor, instance variable and self keyword. In our last class we clearly discussed about class and object. This is a continuation class, so please follow our playlist from the beginning. We use the concepts which we already discussed in our previous classes. So please follow our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete Python language. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, before going into the concept of constructor, instance variable and self keyword, we will refresh the concept of class and object which we discussed in our last class. Then we will go into the concept of constructor and instance variables. The example which we discussed in our last class is, this is the example. So this is the example which we considered in our last class. In this example we defined a class Google. In this we defined init method, search method and display method. In our last class we not yet discussed about this init method. In this init method we are having a variable called input str, and in search method it is searching the websites, and in the display method it will display the output. That is what we discussed in our last class. This is a class, and we are defining an object here. X is equal to Google of India. We are sending a value. Whenever we are creating an object, we are sending a value India. And we defined one more object, y is equal to Google of. We are sending a value Japan. So what happens when we define an object? That is what we discussed in our last class. Whenever we defined an object, a separate memory space is assigned. Whenever we defined an object x is given a separate memory location. In that memory location we are saving the variable input str. Input str is given the value India. Whenever we defining an object y, it is sending a value Japan. It is creating a separate memory location. Y is given a memory location 80. In that input str is given the value Japan. So this is what we discussed. A separate space is allocated whenever we defined an object. That's why we defined object is an entity in the real world. Object is having one more definition. Let's understand that definition too. Object is an instance of a class. So the meaning is same. Whenever we defined an object, a separate memory is allocated. So why they are calling it as an instance of a class means, whenever we defined an object, a separate space is assigned means it is giving a separate instance. This is one instance, this is second instance, this is third instance. If you define 100 objects 100 instances are created. The meaning is 100 different spaces are created. Each object is having its own space. That is the point we have to understand. So object is an instance of a class. Whenever means we are creating one more instance. If you define one more object, one more instance means one more separate space is created. So the definition is an instance of a class. The variables, now coming to instance variables. Why we got the name instance variables means, the variables that are saved in this memory location, we call it as instance variables. So in our example, the instance variable input str is considered as instance variables. I repeat it again, it's very important. The variables that are saved in this memory location, we call it as instance variables. Okay, up to now we did not concentrate on the syntax part. We understand what instance variables is and what is object, what happens when we define an object, a space is assigned. All these concepts were covered. Now we will take another example. Clearly, syntactically we will discuss what happens, how to define a class, what is self, what is constructor. All those things syntactically clearly discussed with our next example. Let's take the example. So here we defined a class test. In this class we defined a method init method. In this we are having two variables self comma k. So forget about this word self for a minute. We will discuss what this self is in a minute. Now we defined one more method. F is a method. This is having a variable self, and we defined one more method f1. F1 is also having a key variable called self. Now we defined an object x is equal to test of 40. So what happens when we create an object? We discussed that whenever we created an object, a separate memory space is assigned. Assume that the space assigned to x object is 50 memory location. So whenever we created an object, a separate space is assigned, and Python interpreter automatically calls a method. Which method it will call is init method. Underscore init underscore. This method is called automatically by Python interpreter. Whenever we are creating an object, this method will be called automatically. A separate space is assigned and the space is given at 50 memory location. This 50 is assigned to self. Python will do it automatically. Now self is pointing to this memory location, means self is referencing to the instance of the object. The space assigned to this object, that is referenced by self keyword. Self is referencing to this instance. Okay, this is done by Python automatically. So that is the reason why if you define a method in a class, the first variable should be self. Then if you want one more variable, you can define it. That's why whenever we defined a object test of 40, this 40 is assigned to k here, not to self. Self is assigned with this memory location. Self is referencing to this memory location. K is assigned with the value 40. Understand? K is given the reference of 40, means K is pointing to 40, value 40. So that is very, very important to understand. So now what happens here is the init method is automatically called by Python. In this init method, we defined a variable self.instavar. Instavar is a variable. We defined a variable, and before that we mentioned it as self dot, means this variable should be created in this memory location. The variables that are created in this memory location, we call it as instance variables. If you want to define instance variables are defined using self keyword, self.instavar. Then only it is defined as it is defined here in this memory location. Self.instavar is equal to k. K is assigned with 40. 40 is now assigned to instavar. So instavar is equal to 40. So what here one important point we have to understand, k is also a variable, but k is local variable. The discussion about local variable, how functions are called, what happens, how memory is allocated to functions, all these concepts were clearly discussed in our previous classes. Based on the assumption that you already know what is local variable, how memory is allocated to functions, we are continuing here. So let's refresh it. What is local variable means? The space available only during the execution of this method. After completion of this method, this local variable, we cannot access this local variables. That is what local variable means. Now k is a local variable, but the important point we have to understand here is instavar is a global variable to this class. Clearly listen, instavar is a global variable to this class, means any function can access this instance variables. That is what global means. Global variable to this class. That's why it is created in this space. This space is available to all the functions. That means this space is global space to this class. Any function can use that space, the variables present in that space. Now let's check one more thing. We have defined one more object, y is equal to test of 80, means a separate space is created, y 80. So the space is given as 80th memory location. So the self is assigned with 80 and this instance variable is provided with a value 80. Okay, don't get confused. This is memory location, this is the value. Instavar is given with the value 80. So two objects were defined. x dot f of, means we are calling a function x dot f of. What happens here? Let's understand. Whenever we call the function, the first variable is a self, means x is pointing to, we are calling the function x dot f of, x is pointing to this object, means this memory location, this 50 is assigned to self. Whenever we want to access the inst variable, inst var from the object, self dot inst var, this inst var is having a value 40, means this is x object. Okay, if you call it as y dot f of, this memory location is assigned, self is assigned with 80. If you access this inst var is equal to 80 value will be displayed. That is why each object is having its own memory location. So first variable is self. Automatically Python, no need, you don't do anything, just mention the value self, Python will automatically assign this space to self. We can access the instance variables through this self keyword, self dot inst var. Now let's take one more example. If you call x dot f1 of, what happens here? F1 of self, we created a local variable m is equal to 40. Okay, this is not created in this space, it is created in the function space. So what is function space? Clearly discussed in our previous classes when we discussed about the functions. So m is equal to 40, print self dot inst var plus m. What's the meaning of? Get instar value from the instance variable space plus m value from function space, add them and display the result. What is the value? 40 plus 40 is equal to 80. So 80 is the output. This is what self variable means, instance variable and constructor. Constructor is a separate method, init is a separate method which is called by Python automatically. This method we call it as constructor. So we use constructor for initializing the instance variables. Constructor is a special method which is called by Python automatically whenever we defining an object. So that's why we use constructor method for initializing the instance variables. If you want to create some 5 or 6 instance variables, create them in the init method. Init method will be automatically called during the object creation. So if you pass the values, we can assign the values here to this initialize the instance variables. That's why constructor is used to initialize the instance variables. Let's take one more example so that you will have a better understanding. So class test of, we are taking one more class test of. Here we did not mention any constructor method, means init method is not defined here. We defined f of, we defined f1 of. Then what happened? Python will automatically create one init method and it will call that init method. It will assign that space. So it will assign this space. Let's take the space is 50. So the 50 is given to self. Self word is given to the 50 is means self is referencing to this memory location. See, that is the reason why in this memory location there are no variables. Nothing is assigned because we did not define anything in the init method, because we did not define the init method. So it will assign the space. Now check what happens here. In the f of method, what we are doing? Self dot inst var is equal to 20. Means inst var is a variable that should be defined in the instance space. In this space, this variable should be defined. So up to now we did not define any instance variable. If you call the f function, then it will define a instance variable. So the point we have to understand here is we can define instance variables in any of the methods, not only in constructor method, we can define it in any method. That's the point you have to understand. So def f1 of self, print self dot inst var. So what happens here? X is equal to test of, means we creating an object, empty space is created here, no variable has been assigned because we did not define any constructor method. Now what happens? X dot f of is called. Whenever we call the function f of, it is creating an instance variable with name inst var. After that we are calling x dot f1 of. What it is doing? It is displaying instance variable. So the important point here is, so if you don't call this f method, And if you call this f1 of method, do you have the instance variable? No, we did not define any inst variable. So that's why the reason is, before calling this f1 we have to call f of method. In order to avoid these problems, Python is automatically calling a method. What's that method? Init method. That we call it as constructor. If you define all your instance variables there, no need to call these functions like this. Automatically Python calls. So initial variables, instance variables will be initialized automatically. That's why we call it as constructor. Constructor is a method that is called automatically in Python for initializing the instance variables. So this is all about constructor, instance variables and self keyword. Hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.